What do you see yourself doing for a job?
Book author.
Great choice. You're going to financially struggle for the rest of... Hi Jackson, I'm your career counsellor. Let's pick you a career.
Yay.
Okay, so what is it you like doing?
Holiday.
No, what kind of work do you like doing?
I don't like doing any work.
Alright Jackson, work with me. We're here to pick you a job. What do you see yourself doing for a job?
Book author.
Great choice. You're going to financially struggle for the rest of your life, bar a miracle.
Oh,
Realistically though, realistically, what do you want to do? Realistically.
I could be a teacher.
How much money do you want to make?
Lots.
Yeah, you're not going to be a teacher. We've struck that off.
Ah, damn.
Do you like the idea of flying to a mine, working there for 2 weeks, and then flying back and having 2 weeks off?
Like a FIFO.
Well, yeah, I mean, essentially, I'm suggesting FIFO is what it is, yeah.
But I have no passion for doing that kind of work.
Well, what do you want to do?
I'm pretty good at table tennis. I'm a semi-pro table tennis player.
Look, you're going to lose money following that fucking sport.
But I'm at an elite level. I'm number one in the country.
Look, unless it's basketball or some kind of football, most sports are only good if you're already rich. Are you already rich?
No, I'm not already rich. I'm already poor.
Okay, nice. So we're forgetting about that. We're forgetting about table tennis. Get out of your mind, out of our minds. It's not in our minds anymore.
I want to do something fun that's not heaps of work that'll get me really rich.
Okay, so you could do something that you're passionate about and it's lots of fun and you can be poor, or you could do something really boring and maybe be rich. Which one of those sounds good?
This sucks.
This is life. It's what life is like. It's basically what's happening.
What if I start a business?
Yep, that'll maybe ruin your life.
I'll start a cafe.
Okay, well, yep, that'll take years maybe to turn a profit, and then you work in a cafe. And do you want to work in a cafe?
No, I have no desire to work in a cafe.
Yeah, okay, so do you see how you just have no idea what you're talking about at all?
Well, that's why you're here to help.
Yeah, I'm trying to help. You be realistic.
Well, what should I do?
Dentistry?
I'm not smart enough. And did you hear about the part where I don't want to work hard?
Mate, what do you think this is? I'm here to tell you how to make heaps of money. That's what this is, career counselling.
I don't know, I thought there'd be something fun for me to do, to make money. And now you're telling me I've got to do something boring if I want to make money?
What did you think this was going to be?
Screw this. I'm going to find a market for feet pictures. For size 13 US feet pictures.
Oh, man.
So I had an interview yesterday.
Hi Jackson, I'm your career counsellor. Let's pick you a career.
Oh, jeez. Alright, welcome back to the channel. This is Daniel, checking back in with a new video. Today I want to talk about why it's so hard to find a job right now. And I'm wondering why I can't find a job. I just wanted to make a video about this and go over some of the reasons why, and listen to other people talk about it too on YouTube. I got a couple of videos I'm going to share about on this topic with people talking about them going through the same struggle I am. But welcome back, everybody. If you like this content, hit the like button and let's get into it. Let's see.
So I had an interview yesterday for a waiter position, and he asked if I have any experience waiting tables, and I'm like, no, not really. I mean, I have restaurant experience, but not specifically as a waiter. And he's like, well, we're looking for somebody with experience. And I was like, how do you get experience if you can't get the job? And he's like, well, people usually do it in like high school and stuff, and I never worked a job like that in high school, so I can't be a waiter apparently. So that's off the table. But yeah, it's been an endless cycle of just applying for these positions everywhere and getting one or two messages back, and that's about it right now. And just nobody seems to be really following through and actually trying to hire people in this current market. It is crazy. Guys, don't quit your job if you have nothing lined up. I did that about 2 months ago, and I'm currently sitting here still unemployed in the middle of June, and I'm sweating in my car. It's like 95 degrees in here, and it's just every day is kind of the same thing right now. A couple phone calls, maybe an in-person interview somewhere, and a lot of just back and forth, and nothing comes of it. And some of these jobs reaching out to me are like fake spam jobs, like, oh, contracts, 6 months, 15 an hour, sales commissions, like just random crap like that. It's all fake, and everything's like AI generated. I'm tired of AI emails. It's like you're talking to the hiring manager, but it's AI generated emails. It is just so ridiculous right now, guys, this market. And I've looked at everything at this point. I mean, I'm considering, Amazon delivery at this point.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm in the same boat with him. Doing the same struggle. Like, I've been out of work for a couple months now, just like him. Actually, more. It's going on 3 months. And I really need a job bad. I really need some money bad. I'm struggling worse than ever. I've never been this bad. It's never been that hard to find work. I've gone a couple months without work, I think, a couple of years ago. Was doing temp work to get by, but right now I can't even it's hard to get temp work. It's getting crazy. But yeah, I'm suffering like him really bad right about now. I think he found work already, but this is the struggle of people now. We're just applying to tons of places. It might be because there's so many people applying to the same job that they got to go through so many applications, or there just isn't that many jobs for all the people. So, or there's so much red tape now for jobs. It's harder to get in now because of the hiring process. It's more tedious too. You have to go through. I had to go through 2 interviews to get this job the other day, and I still don't know if I'm hired. They said they want to hire me, so I might have a job, but I had to drive to another county for the first interview, and then they could have just talked to me on the phone about it and then sent me there, but I don't know. They had me go like 30 miles away. Then I had to drive all the way to the company, which was another 20 miles back in my city. So I had to go out of my city, then back into my city where the job is, talk to them there, and then fill out some things online, and then try to see if they're gonna hire me. And then I gotta do a background check, and you just got a ton of things you have to do. Well, this was like a temp service, but so it was a little different. So you had to go through the temp service because they work directly for the employer. So it was a little different, but still, it was kind of crazy. I had to go to 2 different places, and I still don't know if I'm hired. This was like 5 days ago or something. But I might have the job, and it's just a regular job, basic job inside a warehouse. Not really good pay. Just something to get by because I need something really bad. I'm struggling really bad. I haven't worked in so long, and I haven't had that many offers. I think I had a couple opportunities that I had to pass up because of the working conditions, and I just couldn't do them at the time. At this time, I'm not in a good spot. My transportation isn't that good. So he was talking about doing Amazon, I think, too, like Amazon delivery. I think it's alright money to go do Amazon, and then you can also do Amazon out of your car, so it could be a good opportunity. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to the next video. See what
Why you can't get a job?
Jesus Christ, they look like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3.
So one of the only constants in the human experience is this. The only thing worse than job is no job. Being unemployed puts you in this weird desperation mode. All of a sudden you're panicking and checking job postings like it's a Twitter feed. You're digging through your closet to find a somewhat presentable outfit to wear on a Zoom call. And for weeks you spend your time visiting prison-lit office spaces or glitchy Zoom calls and talking to someone who has...
Yeah, this is a crazy place to be in between jobs, and you don't know what's gonna happen. You're like in purgatory. You don't know if you're gonna survive, or if it's crazy. You just in a weird spot. You feel helpless and hopeless, and you're just miserable, and you're trying to figure out what's gonna happen. and it's a terrible place to be in. I mean, then another messed up thing is you get your sense of worth out of work now, out of working a normal job, which is crazy. You can't really. I don't think it's a good idea to get your worth from that, but it's like you literally get your worth from working now, like a normal job. You get money from it, so it gives you a sense of worth and value for yourself, but it's not really a good thing to derive value from. But you have to have money to survive. You can't survive without money, so you get a sense of value from yourself. Yeah, you can get that, but it's like you have to survive too, and you have to derive value from what you do for a living and what you're doing for a living. So it's a messed up thing right there. Alright, let's get back into it.
Your entire future in their hands, and they don't seem too visibly pleased with your existence. Every interview is like a first date, except it doesn't end with a chance of physical intimacy. It ends with the chance of you getting a job that you're eventually going to hate and you're eventually going to get fired from, and the cycle continues every year and a half. Getting a job sucks. Sucks wang. So let me break down exactly.
I remember whenever I would try to look for a job, I never really put a lot of work into it because I never really wanted a job. I remember when I would fill out a job application, I remember this very clearly, is that I was up in my room, this was during Cataclysm, and I filled out a job application on top of an old pizza box, and I put my availability that I couldn't go to work in the morning, and I couldn't work on my raid days.
Exactly why the modern job market is a clown show, and also why...
Oh my god, I'm doing the same thing he's doing. It's so cringe. It's so cringe to have to work a job that, you know, or try to find a job and then try to put on a show for the employer and be happy and excited. But you know you're going to end up hating it. At first, it's like a honeymoon phase. You're like, okay, this is cool. I'm learning something new. But then after a while, it's just you start noticing how bad it really is. And you don't have a choice because you can't leave the job. You're just stuck in misery in a miserable place with miserable people. It's so messed up.
My generation is absolutely screwed.
I got something else going on.
Sustainable income. Because unlike LinkedIn recruiters, I'm going to tell you the cold hard facts. I'm not just going to lie to you and say you're perfect for a job through some automated message and then put you in a database of 3,000 people to pick from whenever they need to fill a position. I fucking hate recruiters. I used to be one. They suck.
Yeah, of course that's what you do.
Being unemployed is no fun. Well, it kind of is.
It is.
For a little bit, it's kind of fun. At first, you're just on like a mini vacation. You're playing video games. You don't have to listen to Slack notifications. You're eating cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But then the days begin to blend together. Your homies aren't around to play video games with you. You're just filling out applications in an endless loop of sadness, and you're eating cereal.
Well, imagine if you never, if you're unemployed, that's one thing. But what if you're just not employed? Because being unemployed means you're trying to go for a job. But if you're not employed and you're not trying to go for a job, I feel like the only real problem you've got with that is money.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But in a
what's the alternative? Oh, you get to be homeless now. Yeah, what do you got? You don't have a choice. You have to find work. You have to do something to provide for yourself. A lot of people don't have a choice. We can't just be a rock star. We can't, win the lottery, or go on OnlyFans and just make a ton of money. It's ridiculous. For the normal proletariat, it's a everyday struggle to survive. And even if you have a job, it's even harder to survive almost because you have to go there and work all day and get back in that grind. So that's a whole nother thing. Let's see. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to the next video.
I gotta be the dustiest guy in the room. Buckle up, boys. Just kidding. Alright, we got a rich one today. This one's good. This one was sent in on my main channel. If you're new here, welcome. This one goes, I'm 48 and I wish I could live paycheck to paycheck. Try not to laugh. It's actually sad. It's just kind of funny. I'm 48 and I wish I could live paycheck to paycheck. No one's ever said that in the history of time. It's person goes, just got fired, and everywhere I go, I hear I'm too old for everything. It's actually a real thing, by the way. So for the young people, you can work for 15 to 20 years, and then it will be over for you. In those 20 years, you'll need to make enough money to live off for the next 50 years. So yeah, start saving your money, I guess. All right, not to laugh, okay? Well, let's really break this down. All right, this is gonna be like not fun, but maybe we can make it fun. Maybe we'll learn something.
This is the boat I'm in. I'm almost his age, and I feel like I can't do that work anymore. I could do it, but I just feel like I'm too old to be doing it, and I shouldn't be doing it. I should be trying to find something else. And leave that stuff for the younger people, because a lot of that general labor is very hard and very grueling work, and I've seen old people in that type of job, and I just feel so bad for them, because it's like, wow, man, you shouldn't be here, bro. By your age, you should have transitioned to something inside the office, or somewhere in sales or something different that isn't just general labor, because it's just back-breaking robot type work, monotonous lifting, and that's it. So it doesn't make sense. But yeah, I'm in this boat. You work 20 years, you're too old to do certain things, so you have very limited selection on what you can do, and nobody wants to hire old people in a lot of the jobs out here now. So you fit into a small category of general labor jobs, because it's general labor. Old people don't fit in the general labor probably that good, because it's not designed for old people maybe, and it's harder for them to get hired because it's general labor. But I guess some of these general labor jobs aren't too hard to do. It's just hard to get in there as an old person. They don't want to hire old people, and who can blame them? I mean, it's messed up.
But you ever go to like a Walgreens or a gas station, lower level kind of employment, and you see somebody in their 40s or 50s working there, and you probably never think this to yourself, but I think it to myself all the time. I go, how the fuck are you making this work? You know what I mean? Like, I don't sit there as they're ringing me up and be like, hey, excuse me, ma'am, how are you, how does this cut it? Just wondering, be like live in the back or something. But the truth is if you haven't accepted this as your reality, or most of our reality, we're gonna have to live with people. That's basically the only way it's possible. This gas station I go to every day, this dude, I'm not going to say his name, I should actually interview him, Mexican guy, same age, 34, super cool cat, super friendly, he's always in a good mood. Sometimes he has his kids there, he works there like every day, like 7 days a week, he's always there. Sometimes he'll even have his kids there, he's got 3 kids, and I think to myself, I go, how the fuck does this guy make it work? He's not from America, so he's taking whatever he can get. It's kind of weird how people come from other countries to America, and then they look at everything as opportunity. You know what I mean? And then us that are born here, we're kind of like, I don't know how I'm gonna live, dude. But I did talk to him once. I should actually interview him, see if he'll come on the channel. Super cool cat. And I told him, I was like, man, you're always just so happy, and sometimes you even got your kids in here. And he goes, well, I got a really good family. And that's basically his answer. He's like, I got a great family. We all stick together. We all work together. And he's like, we still make time to do stuff. He still makes time to go play soccer and go to the gym and spend time with his kids, even if it's bring your kid to work day. But it is crazy to think that's where society's at. We've got people in their 40s and 50s, nothing for retirement. And a lot of younger people nowadays, like half of them are like, I'm gonna make it, and the other half are like, fuck it, dude, I'm going to Jamaica. You know, spend it all. So I feel like it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. I would not be shocked if universal basic income becomes a thing. But
Yeah, that would be real cool if they could do that, because there is probably a need for that. Like, there's a big need for universal basic income. Just make it a low amount of money, not too much, like, you know, what, $2,000 a month maybe, and that's just your basic needs covered. And if you want to do something else, you can make more, or you find a better opportunity to make more, you can. So there's an incentive, like, for jobs that pay more than that. But it's hard to say what's going to happen. I think it's hard to say, yeah. So he's talking about, yeah, older people trying to find work and trying to get by, but a lot of people don't have a big family to help them. A big family helps, yeah. A lot of Mexicans, they stick together, so that helps them out a lot. But a lot of families, a lot of people don't have family like that. A lot of people come from broken homes and broken families here, so they're struggling. It's almost like the system is, how would you say, it helps people that are living together, like couples and families. It's designed to help them type of people, but it ain't designed to help the divorced single dad or the young single man. It's all catered to women with children and families and people that, you know, have a lot of help. But if you're single and you're just a general laborer, you're not going to be doing good at all. So I think that's going to do it. Another problem, actually, one more thing. Another problem that I want to talk about is the ghost jobs. A lot of the jobs are fake jobs online, so you're just applying to jobs that aren't real, and that makes another problem. So, all right, that's gonna end this video. I will see you in the next one. Like this content, you can like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.